All right, Shalom. Call Halayin Yahal Bashim Yoshai Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles. A great millstone who rule well, peace, blessings, and salutations always go to the hopeful and let that scatter abroad. All right. To the brothers out there pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity, and to the Aqua, the feast sisters that are listening and learning to you, I say Shalom. Coming back at you with another lesson. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Lord willing to edify and to feed the lambs of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I pray this lesson be edifying and straight to the point. All right, and as we all know, okay, that the Congress, they held a meeting about these chariots, man, these so-called UFOs, okay. And this article here from CNN Politics, all right, it says key lawmaker warns at so-called UFO hearing, unidentified aerial phenomena are a potential national security threat. You hear that, man? Okay. So, hey, these devils rule that these so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, okay, they pose a national security threat. All right. Why do you think these devils stood up a space force and under the Trump administration? Okay, I think it was in 2017, 2018 when these devils decided to this was about a few months before I came into the truth, man. They stood up a so-called UFO task force, a space force, man. Okay, well, actually a space force, that's what I'm trying to say. All right, they had their space force, man. Okay, they stood up a space force. And also this year, all right, they stood up a so-called UFO task force, man. Okay, so these devils, they know that these chariots are coming to do damage. Okay, all right, and y'all remember the video where this Jake, all right, the Northern Kingdom Jake, okay, he had a live feed of NASA, and he saw all the chariots, man, and then that father ship chariot came, and what did they do? They cut the live feed, man. So they know that these chariots are coming to take Esau Edom out of power, man. Okay, Esau knows his time is up. All right, so we're gonna read a little bit of this, man. All right, we're going to read a little bit of this. All right, then we're going to pull out some precepts and go win this lesson be edifying. Okay. It says key lawmakers warn at a House hearing on Tuesday, which is the day. All right, May the 17th, 2022. The year turn up, man. All right, so everything's turning up, man. Hey, we almost out of here, brothers and sisters. All right. On Tuesday, then unidentified aerial phenomena, which they're not unidentified, they are identified. They're identified as the chariots of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? Popularly known as so-called UFOs, must be investigated and taken seriously as a potential threat to national security. You hear that? Ooh-wee. Hey, we almost out of here, brothers and sisters. All right, you say it must be taken serious and investigated. All right, where you mockers and scoffers now that mocked and scoffed at the so-called UFOs, the chariots of the glory of Shine. Hey, you don't hear a pin fall from me now, okay? Especially that damn mocker. All right, excuse my language, that came up at the brother I'm one bad. All right, talking about there's no so-called UFOs. Okay, there's no so-called chariots, which they ignorantly call UFOs, then why in the world are they saying this must be investigated and taken serious as a potential threat to national security? These Edomites know that these chariots are coming back to wipe out Esau's kingdom, man. These devils know. He know that his kingdom is about to fall. Yahweh's kingdom is about to be set up, man. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of it that followeth, man. Okay? So they're saying it must be taken serious, investigated. All right, let's read a little bit more. It says the event marked the first congressional public hearing on so-called UFOs in decades. All right, over 50 years. All right, a high-profile movement for a controversial topic that has long been regulated to the fringes of the public policy. Okay. All right, and a lot of folks call this, these chariots are so-called sea theories, man. There ain't no conspiracy theory anymore, man. It never was, okay? So, hey, these devils know what time it is, man, okay? All right, because, hey, These chariots are coming back to destroy your kingdom, Esau. Your time's up, man. Okay? Let's read a little bit more. It says, for many lawmakers and intelligence and military personnel working on unexplained aerial phenomena, the bigger concern with the episodes is not that alien life is visiting Earth. There's no aliens in these chariots, man. These are angels, okay? But rather that a foreign adversary like Russia or China might be fielding some kind of next generation technology. They ain't got nothing to do with Russia or China. This is not Russia. This is not China doing this. This is Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, okay? All right, not Russia, not China. Okay, these Edomites over there in Russia and those Moabites over there in China, they can't come up with the technology. This is technology that is not of this world, that can cloak themselves. All right, traveling at the speed of sound. Here 1 minute, gone the next. All right. So these chariots, man, okay, is not from Russia and ain't from China. So, okay, let's read a little. Let's just read on. All right, but rather that a foreign adversary like Russia or China might be fielding some kind of next generation technology in America airspace that the United States doesn't know about. Nope. Nope. It ain't from them. Sorry. Okay. Nope. Talking about is Russia. Okay. Sure. Whatever. It says Democratic Representative Andre Carson of Indiana, the chairman of the panel holding the hearing, warned in his opening remarks unidentified aerial phenomena are a potential national security threat and they need to be treated that way. Exactly. Because, hey, they are a threat to you. Not only a threat to Esau's national security, but his kingdom. Okay? All right? Let's read a bit more. It says, he went on to say, for too long, the stigma associated with UAPs has gotten in the way of good intelligence and analysis. Pilots avoid reporting or were laughed at when they did. Yeah, mocked, scoffed. Ain't laughing and mocking, scoffing now. Okay? Hey, people laughed and mocked and scoffed at us, man, when we talked about these chariots are coming back, so-called UFOs. Alright? But hey, you ain't laughing and mocking and scoffing no more, aren't you? Alright? DOD officials regulated the issue to the back room or swept it under the rug entirely, fearful of a skeptical national security community. Today we know better. UAPs are unexplained. It's true, but they are real. They need to be investigated, and any threats they pose needs to be mitigated, he says, all right? So, hey, look, man, you Edomites are going to lose, man. These chariots ain't, look, you cannot defeat these chariots, man, all right? There was a video, I think it was back in 2019, all right, where the Iranians were trying to shoot at one of these chariots and hey, missed. Okay? They kept missing. All right? So yeah, these chariots cannot be destroyed, man. Okay? These are chariots of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, and the angels of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai are operating these chariots. And all right, so hey, these chariots are not of this world, man, and they're coming to destroy your kingdom, Esau. Okay, uh, I'll put the rest in the description box, man. All right, but hey, there you go. There you go. So they hold it that so-called Congress held it that meeting today, and hey, they said that these chariots are a potential national security threat, which they are. All right, because what they come to do, destroy your kingdom. Okay, so without further ado, man, let's get the scriptures. All right, we go to Psalms. All right, you know the scriptures we go to, man. All right, Psalm 68. Not 20, Slocky. 17. Excuse me. Psalm 68 verse 17. The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. These angels in these chariots, not aliens. And ain't Russia doing this or China doing this. those Edomites over there and those Moabites. No, this ain't got nothing to do with Russia or China, man. These are chariots of the Lord Yahweh Shai, and there are angels in these chariots, not bug-eyed, black, green-eyed, green alien, All right, Hollywood, they just mock it, They do that shit to mock Yahweh Shai and the angels of the Lord by making them as aliens, okay? All right, green creatures with big black eyes, okay? That's Hollywood thing. That's Hollywood weird, okay? We know that these chariots, all right, especially the fathership, it's gonna be Yahweh Shai on it, okay? And the chariots, the smaller chariots, which is gonna be 20,000 of them, are gonna be the angels in there, delivering the elect and destroying Esau Edom's kingdom, okay? Psalm 68 verse 17. The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. Why you think these devils stood up a space force? Alright? They know why. This space force was created for one reason and one reason only. Because they know Yahweh Shai is coming back to wage war with them, man. But they're gonna lose. Okay? That's talking about that war in heaven, man. Okay? Alright? And as a matter of fact, let's get that. That's Revelations chapter 12, verse 7. Okay? You devils know what time it is. Revelations 12 and 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. Who's the dragon? Esau, even so-called white man. And the dragon fought and his angels, his military, his space force. These devils are going to try to fight Yahweh Shai at his second coming. Okay? And verse 8. And prevailed not, neither was there a place found any more in heaven. Which means Esau is about to be taken out of rulership, man. That heaven is talking about the rulership of Esau Edom. Because Esau Edom is in his heaven right now. But he's about to be taken out of it. Okay? By force. He's about to be taken out of it by force, man. Like it says in Daniel's 12, not Daniel's 12, but Daniel 7 and verse 18, that the saints of the Most High, Yahweh Shai, shall take the kingdom. Yahweh Shai are going to come back and take this kingdom. And he's going to use his men to do so. The men of the Lord, the 144,000 mighty men to do so. Okay? Verse 9, and the dragon, which is Esau Edom, was cast out. That old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world, he was cast out into the earth, and his angels was cast out with him. Okay? This devil's going to fall from rulership. He's going to go back to being a peasant. All right? Be the base man that he truly is. Okay? Lowest of the low. This devil's about to fall from grace. What they say, the richest the rags story, man. Just like in the movie Trading Places, man. Okay? Jake is rising up and Esau is about to fall, man. He is not gonna like his fall. Okay? This is Zechariah chapter 5 and verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying robe. That flying robe is a chariot. Verse 2, and he answered, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Verse 3, then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. These chariots are a curse to Esau's kingdom. Okay? For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. Verse 4, and I will bring it forth, said the Lord Yahweh shall host, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, Babylon the great American. Who's the thief? Esau Edom, a so-called white man. How do you think he got in this land? Through rape, robbery, and murder. All right? And into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and it shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. High concentration laser beam fire is gonna zap these devils, man, and also gonna zap 2/3, man. Okay, let's get this. Revelations 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds. Who is the he? Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, Yahweh Shai is coming with clouds. The chariots of the Lord Yahweh Shai, because these chariots can cloak themselves like in the clouds, man. All right, they can disguise themselves in the clouds, man. Okay. Revelations 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. The whole world is gonna witness the return of Yahushua, man. All right, just like that big chariot that appeared in the movie Independence Day when it came in. That's how it's gonna be, man, in that day. Okay. And they also which pierced him, the two Roman soldiers, they're gonna witness the return of Yahushua Hamashiach, okay, on that fathership chariot. And all kindreds of the earth shall well because of him. Even so, amen. Okay? All right, let's move on. All right. This is Matthew 24 and verse 30. Let's see. I'm going to start at verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation and of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven. Those stars represents the missiles, man. All right. And the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. All right, what's going to shake this earth? The ICBM nuclear missiles. All right, verse 30. But before the destruction of Babylon the Great America, okay, before the destruction, all right, what's going to happen before the destruction? The deliverance of the elect, man. We're about to read it, okay? Verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, which is Yahushua. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Verse 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Okay? So before the destruction happened, okay, hey, the elect is going to be getting beamed up, and let's prove that. Isaiah 26 verse 20. All right, come my people, which is the elect, the Israelites, man. Okay, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, out of 12,000 out of each tribe. All right, and also the 1/3 hopeful elect. All right, Isaiah 26 and verse 20. Come my people, enter thou into thy chambers. What's those chambers? The chariots of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. What's that indignation? The destruction that's coming to Babylon, the Great America, and through parts of the world. Okay, verse 21. For behold, the Lord Yahweh Shai cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. Okay, all right. Let's go to another scripture. Let's go to, I think it's Psalms 26 and no, it's Psalms 28. Let's see, where's that scripture, man? No, it's not. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. Psalms 27 and verse. Let's see when I want to start. I'll just get straight to the point. Psalms 27 and verse 5. For in the time of trouble, he shall hide me in his pavilion. What's that pavilion? The chariots, man. Okay. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock. That rock, man, is that chariots, man. Okay. All right. The chariots that are coming to deliver the Lord's hopeful elect, man. Okay. And as a matter of fact, let's go to Isaiah 31 and verse 5. All right, Isaiah 31 and verse 5. As birds flying, so will the Lord Yahweh Shai of hosts defend Jerusalem. Jerusalem is talking about the Israelites, man, a people before a place. Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it. Okay, so the Lord Yahweh Shai is coming back to deliver the elect. All right, and then what's going to happen? Let's read about it. Isaiah 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh Shai will come with fire, and his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. All right. Verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh Shai plead with all flesh. Plead means to judge. And the slain of the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be many. So many are going to die. 2/3 of our people are going to die, man. Okay, 2/3 that refused to listen to the prophets, the men of the Lord, scoffing, mocking the men of the Lord, man. Okay, we had to deal with scoffers, all right, on the brother I'm on a bad live screen tonight, man. All right, hey, man, these scoffers and mockers are about to be destroyed, man. All right, with fire and the chariots, man, the laser beam chariot fires, and also these nations that are gonna try to fight Yahushua. Let's get it. Let's read about it. Excuse me, Slocky. Sorry about that. All right. Second Ezra chapter 13 and verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the ways thereof. Okay? That wind. Alright, that destroying wind that's gonna come. But before that destroying wind comes, what's gonna happen? Yahushua is gonna come back and he's going to deliver his elect. Alright, when all hell is breaking loose, man. World War III is going on. These nations are going to stop fighting each other during World War III, and then they're going to turn around and try to fight Yahushua. Let's read about it. Verse 3, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. That man is talking about Yahushua. All right, like you said, he's not coming back to meet these nations as a man, like it says in Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 3. He's coming back to meet these nations as a spiritual, power, angelic being. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen unto him. When we read that, all these nations are going to be afraid. Men's heart fell in them for fear. All right, when these Edomites see Yahushua, man, half of these Edomites going to drop dead from a heart attack, man. Because the image that you've been taught in these churches, especially Jake, man, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos in America, because that image of Yahushua you've been taught in these churches, it's not the image that's going to be coming back, man. All right. Yahushua is a dark-skinned brown man from the tribe of Judah. All right. Coming back. All right. He's a so-called Negro. Okay. And he's coming back and he is pissed. Okay. He's coming back and he is not playing, man. All right. And that time is fast approaching. The days are being shortened for the elect's sake. Verse 4. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. Verse 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of the number from the four winds of the heavens to subdue the man that came out of the sea. All right, not the little sea. All right, the sea represents people, man. Okay, all right, okay. And those nations, those multitudes are going to be the nations, the militaries, man. Esau, Edom. All right, all these nations, the beast nations, all right, that's going to, hey, stop fighting each other during World War III. All right, to try to, hey, to try to fight Yahushua. And notice I said try because it ain't going to be much of a fight. Okay. Verse 6, but I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain and flew upon it. That great mountain, that fathership chariot. Verse 7, but I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not. This chariot was described as being so big, hey, we didn't know where it began or where it ended. Okay? Verse 8, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet durst fight. These nations are going to fight. The Lord Yahweh is going to put the spirit on these nations to fight. Okay? Especially Esau Edom, man. Esau Edom with his proud ass. He's going to, he think he big and bad and thinking he's going to try to take Yahushua down. He going to fight. Man, going to lose, man. Big time. All right. Verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lift up his hand, nor held sword, or any instrument of war. Verse 10, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests, that high laser beam chariot fire, man, just like in the movie War of the Worlds, man, zapping people, okay? These nations are going to get zapped, burnt up. Let's read about it. Verse 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one. so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. When the prophet Israel saw this, he was terrified. And hey, the prophet Israel is going to see this in real time. He's back. All right. All the prophets are back, man. The prophets are old. They're back. And they're not, man, prophesying and warning you Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans, man, that hey, a fire is coming. Just like that Judite chick, all right, that brother Alma wanted bad, and I did a lesson on, all right. You know, he did a lesson on, and I did a response lesson, all right. This Judite chick, she had a vision of Yahweh Shai warning her that a fire is coming, and it's true. A fire is coming, man. All right. Hey, that fire is coming, and it's coming fast. Okay, verse 12. And afterward I saw the same man come down from the mountain, which is the Chariots, and called unto him another peaceable multitude. That's the elect. Okay. Verse 13. And there came much people unto him, some whereof some were glad, which is the elect. Elect is going to be glad. Some were sorry, and some of them were bound. Who's going to be bound? Who's going into captivity? The heathen nations, man. The top heathen, which is Esau, even the so-called white man. All the heathen nations that came up against the elect. It was the elect too, but also the children of Israel, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, and the speckled bird Israelites that are scattered amongst the heathen that look like the heathen. Okay? All right? Hey, they're going into slavery, man. All right? These heathen nations, especially the top heathen, Esau, even so-called white man. Okay? Like it tells you in Revelation 13:10, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. Jeremiah 30:16, Psalms 149, verse 5 through 9. Okay? These nations are going into captivity. Okay? 1,000 years of it. All right? And Esau is going to get the worst of it. And after his 1,000 years of captivity, they're going to be rounded up, burnt off the face of the earth, never to be seen or heard from again. Okay? These other nations, heathen nations, they're going to go back to their land and they're going to live in peace under the Israelites, man. Okay? Under the obedience of the Hebrew Israelites, man. With the law, statutes, commandments being the laws of the land. Okay? Law, statutes, commandments of this Bible being the laws of the land, man. Okay? Alright? So, hey, the Israelites are about to come into rulership, man. Okay? Let's read this again. 2nd Israel chapter 13, verse 13 again. And there came much people unto him, some some were glad, some were sorry, and some of them were bound, and others some brought of them that were offered. And then was I sick through great fear, and I awakened and said, Thou hast showed thy servants these wonders from the beginning. All right, like the Lord says, he reveals his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, and have counted me worthy that thou shouldest receive my prayers. Show me now yet the interpretations of this dream. Okay, so hey, there you go. All right, so these chariots are a national security threat, and they are, because they're coming back to destroy. They come back to, hey, take over. Yahushua is coming back to take this kingdom, man. To take all the kingdoms, all right? All right, that's why it says he had many crowns on his head, man. Okay? He's coming back to do damage to you heathen and Gentile nations, especially the top heathen. Esau, even the so-called white man. All right? So you nations, you heathen nations, and you Edomites, get ready for captivity. And the elect of Israel, hey, our salvation is near. All right, we almost out of here. Into 2/3 of you Israelites, get ready for destruction, man. Okay? Because, hey, the chariots are on their way, man. All right, so Lord willing, I pray this lesson was edifying. All praises to Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations always go to the hopeful and let that scatter abroad. See you with another lesson soon. Lord willing, Kwame Yasharala, Shalom. Why Baba Ball about a wump DTA Baba Ball. Boom. Till next time I say Shalom. Shalom.